60 separate instances of the Scottish Government directly obstructing the work of the parliamentary inquiry regarding Alex Salmond. Compiled by Wings Over Scotland. On the 17th of January 2019, the First Minister, Nicola Sturgeon, told the Scottish Parliament that she, her administration and her party would, quote, cooperate fully, end quote, with the parliamentary inquiry into the Scottish Government's handling of false allegations made against Alex Salmond. She further assured the Parliament, unambiguously and without any qualification, that the committee investigating the matter, quote, will be able to request whatever material they want, and I undertake today that we will provide whatever material they request. End quote. So let's see how that's been going. In the interests of completeness, we should note that the ground had been prepared in advance of the First Minister's statement, with a large number of refusals of freedom of information requests prior to her answer in Parliament, all on the same date. Here begins Wings Over Scotland's list of 60 refusals to cooperate. Headlines only. 20th of September 2018. Scottish Government refuses to answer any of 6 questions relating to the allegations against Alex Salmond, or even to confirm or deny holding information. Scottish Government refuses to provide information relating to possible complaints about the conduct of Alex Salmond. Scottish Government refuses to provide details of any communications between the First Minister and a special advisor relating to allegations against Alex Salmond. Scottish Government refuses to provide details of communications between the First Minister, Leslie Evans, and Peter Murrell relating to allegations against Alex Salmond. Scottish Government refuses to confirm or deny holding information regarding communications between government officials and civil servants relating to allegations against Alex Salmond. Scottish Government refuses to provide details of communications between ministers and staff relating to the allegations against Alex Salmond. Scottish Government refuses to confirm or deny holding any information regarding communications between the First Minister and Alex Salmond on any subject in 2018. Scottish Government refuses to confirm or deny holding any information regarding communications between the First Minister, Leslie Evans, and Alex Salmond on any subject in 2018. Scottish Government refuses to answer 8 questions relating to communications between the First Minister and Alex Salmond in relation to allegations against him. Scottish Government refuses to confirm or deny holding any information regarding communications between the First Minister, Peter Murrell, Alex Salmond, and any other Scottish Government ministers or staff relating to the allegations against Mr. Salmond. Scottish Government refuses to confirm or deny holding any information regarding communications between the First Minister and Alex Salmond regarding allegations against him in 2018. Scottish Government refuses to confirm or deny holding any information regarding the outcome of any discussions between the First Minister and Alex Salmond regarding allegations against him in 2018. Scottish Government denies Nicola Sturgeon knew anything about the allegations against Alex Salmond before April 2018. The following list is all the acts of obstruction the Scottish Government has undertaken since the First Minister's pledge to, quote, cooperate fully, end quote, on the 17th of January 2019. 7th of February 2019. Scottish Government refuses to answer questions regarding the conduct of the initial investigation into allegations against Alex Salmond. 8th of February 2019. Scottish Government publishes Nicola Sturgeon's Chief of Staff Liz Lloyd's diaries for 5 dates in April, June and July 2018. The entry for the 2nd of April does not include mention of any meetings with the First Minister, Alex Salmond or Jeff Aberdeen. This is despite the First Minister subsequently telling the Scottish Parliament that she had held a meeting at her private Glasgow home with all 3 of them on this date, from which her husband, the SNP's chief executive, had been excluded because it was government rather than party business. 13th of February 2019. Scottish Government refuses 31 of 32 requests for details of Liz Lloyd's diary on various dates between January and August 2018. No reason is given for the refusal. The only information disclosed from the 32nd request is which newspapers Lloyd claimed expenses for on the 2nd of April 2018. 13th of February 2019. In response to a request for details of the First Minister's diary on the 2nd of April 2018, the Scottish Government provides a completely blank sheet of paper. It also declines to provide information for several other dates. 23rd of May 2019. Scottish Government refuses to provide details of any communications between Liz Lloyd or other Scottish Government staff and the Daily Record newspaper in August 2018, when the Daily Record broke the story of allegations against Alex Salmond. 10th of September 2019. Scottish Government refuses to provide details of legal costs relating to the judicial inquiry brought by Alex Salmond. 10th of September 2019. Scottish Government refuses to provide details of its internal legal costs relating to the judicial inquiry brought by Alex Salmond. 10th of September 2019. Scottish Government refuses to provide details of legal costs relating to the judicial inquiry brought by Alex Salmond. 13th of September 2019. Scottish Government refuses to provide details of communications between the First Minister and Liz Lloyd between August 2018 and January 2019 on the subject of the allegations against Alex Salmond, citing cost reasons. It also refuses to detail the costs to the Scottish taxpayer of the judicial inquiry raised and won by Mr Salmond, and numerous other requested pieces of information. 13th of September 2019. Scottish Government refuses to provide details of its legal costs relating to the judicial inquiry brought by Alex Salmond. 25th of September 2019. Scottish Government refuses to disclose information relating to its legal advice in connection with the judicial inquiry brought by Alex Salmond. 26th of November 2019. Scottish Government refuses to provide details regarding its legal advice about the judicial inquiry brought by Mr Salmond in respect of the allegations or about the contractual arrangements of Leslie Evans, head of the Scottish Civil Service. 16th of December 2019. Scottish Government refuses to say whether it has assisted any leak to the Daily Record in August 2018 of confidential information relating to the allegations against Alex. Scottish Government refuses to answer several questions relating to the allegations against Alex Salmond, in particular concerning the Permanent Secretary, Leslie Evans. Brackets, Evans curiously to the allegations against Mr Salmond, this time involving Liz Lloyd. End brackets. Note by Wings Over Scotland. Most of the above went unnoticed and unreported in the media because neither of the inquiries into the Scottish Government's handling of the affair, the Holyrood one, led by Linda Fabiani, or the James Hamilton one, had yet officially begun their investigations. Once they were both properly underway, the Scottish Government's constant interference in the process started making the newspapers. 8th of June 2020. Holyrood Committee investigating Alex Salmond probe debacle has, quote, serious concerns, unquote, about Scottish Government delay in producing documents. 19th of June 2020. Scottish Government flatly refuses to answer 12 questions concerning meetings between Nicola Sturgeon, Alex Salmond and Jeff Aberdeen. Who arranged them, who was present, and what was discussed. In most of the 12 cases, it does not even provide a reason for the refusal. 30th of June 2020. Scottish Government publishes the First Minister's diary for the 29th of March 2018, containing no mention of a meeting with Jeff Aberdeen. It also publishes a completely blank diary page for her Chief of Staff, Liz Lloyd, on the same date. 31st of July 2020. Scottish Government denies knowing anything about a meeting between Nicola Sturgeon and Jeff Aberdeen on the 29th of March 2018. Brackets, like all the other denials prior to the 8th of October 2020, This document cannot be found on the Scottish Government's Freedom of Information page by searching for the word Aberdeen, end brackets. 6th of August 2020. Scottish Government refuses to submit evidence to Salmond inquiry. 11th of August 2020. Salmond inquiry warns it may compel Scottish Government to hand over withheld evidence. 17th of August 2020. John Swinney, Deputy First Minister of Scotland, refuses to reveal legal advice in Alex Salmond case. Another headline of the same date, Alex Salmond inquiry, : Government insists First Minister's Chief of Staff can't give evidence. 19th of August 2020. Scottish Government Permanent Secretary reported to the head of the Civil Service, UK, over refusal to answer question in Salmond inquiry. 26th of August 2020. Salmond inquiry. Members of the Scottish Parliament forced to ask for further emails not disclosed by Scottish Government. 28th of August 2020. Scottish Government to fail to meet deadline for documents in Alex Salmond probe inquiry. Another headline of the same date. Salmond inquiry moves to bypass Scottish Government's evidence block. 2nd of September 2020. Alex Salmond inquiry, : Scottish Government urged to stop withholding documents. 3rd of September 2020. Scottish National Party refuses to release key papers in Alex Salmond inquiry. 6th of September 2020. Salmond inquiry team angry at SNP Chief Executive Peter Murrell's response to information request. 7th of September 2020. John Swinney suggests there aren't, compelling reasons, to hand over Scottish Government legal advice to Alex Salmond inquiry. 8th of September 2020. Alex Salmond inquiry, : Chief Law Officer offers assurances over legal papers. Another headline of the same date. Alex Salmond, could go to court, over inquiry papers. 10th of September 2020. Leslie Evans apologises for giving wrong information to harassment inquiry. 11th of September 2020. Alex Salmond inquiry, : Members of the Scottish Parliament imposed deadline for documents. 13th of September 2020. Scottish Government refuses to provide details of WhatsApp and other messages between Leslie Evans and various civil servants and special advisers in connection with the investigation. 16th of September 2020. Scottish Government refuses to provide information regarding supposed civil service policy relating to allegations against Alex Salmond. 16th of September 2020. Scottish Government refuses to provide details of its legal advice regarding the judicial inquiry brought by Alex Salmond. 20th of September 2020. Scottish Government refuses to provide details of any communications between Nicola Sturgeon and her former Special Advisor Noel Dolan in connection with the allegations against Alex Salmond. 22nd of September 2020. Alex Salmond warned it would be, criminal offence, to release material related to his trial. 29th of September 2020. Salmond inquiry, : Nicola Sturgeon's husband Peter Murrell under fire for, obstruction, 8th of October 2020. Scottish Government denies hiding documents about the investigation from the search function on its Freedom of Information website, despite being provided with a list of 16 such documents which evade all text searches when those same searches work for documents about anything else. 8th of October 2020. Scottish Government denies holding any information about a meeting between Nicola Sturgeon and Jeff Aberdeen on the 29th of March 2018, despite already having published official documents confirming that the meeting took place. The First Minister had previously claimed on the 4th of August 2020 that she, had forgotten that this encounter had taken place until I was reminded of it in, I think, late January, early February 2019, end quote. 29th of October 2020. Senior official apologises for misleading Alex Salmond inquiry. 4th of November 2020. Members of the Scottish Parliament demand release of Salmond case legal advice. 10th of November 2020. Crown Office refuses to hand over Salmond documents to committee. 18th of November 2020. New Salmond row as Law Chief declines to give answers. 20th of November 2020. Scottish Government blocks 2 Alex Salmond inquiry witnesses. 25th of November 2020. Scottish Government loses another Holyrood vote on Salmond legal advice. 1st of December 2020. Salmond inquiry, anger at late release of 300 new evidence documents. 9th of December 2020. Quote, sneakiness and evasion, end quote, may see Peter Murrell recalled to Salmond inquiry. 16th of December 2020. Scottish Government refuses to admit knowing about the meeting between Nicola Sturgeon and Jeff Aberdeen on the 29th of March 2018 that the Scottish Government had already admitted and instructed James Hamilton QC to consider in his inquiry. 30th of December 2020. Scottish Government denies the existence of any official briefings to the First Minister about the allegations against Alex Salmond in March, April, May or June of 2019. 30th of December 2020. Scottish Government denies the existence of any official briefings to the First Minister about the allegations against Alex Salmond in June, July, August, September, October or November of 2019. 21st of January 2021. Alex Salmond inquiry, committee won't get Nicola Sturgeon key evidence. 22nd of January 2021. Scottish Parliament orders prosecutors to release Salmond leak evidence. 5th of February 2021. Key evidence kept out of Alex Salmond inquiry. 5th of February 2021. Alex Salmond inquiry, quote, in crisis, unquote, over censored evidence, says member Alex Cole-Hamilton, a Liberal Democrat member of the Scottish Parliament. 7th of February 2021. Scottish Government paid thousands to top lawyers, trying to block members of the Scottish Parliament's questions on Alex Salmond case. Wings Over Scotland concludes, to be honest, readers, this is still an incomplete list, because the task of keeping up with freedom of information requests in particular is just overwhelming, and we simply don't have the time or the resources to track and monitor all of them, particularly given the structure and interface of the Scottish Government's Freedom of Information website, which, whether by design or incompetence, conceals large numbers of relevant results from its search function. But it still details a staggering 58 separate obstructions to the work of the committee since the First Minister's promise not to obstruct it in any way, or 71 if you include the preliminary ones, that is, before press attention. Just imagine if they hadn't been cooperating fully, readers.